Okay.
Dude, this is
Lord
so
Jesus,
crazy.
if you've ever moved a cloud, let today be the day. Amen.
Come on. Wow. Come on. There it is. There it is.
Oh my gosh!
In order to keep our Clarity Off-Grid channel strictly an off-grid living resource, we removed hundreds of van life travel videos spanning over 5 years. We've decided to re-edit and upload some of our favorites to our new channel. If you've been a follower since the beginning, we hope you enjoy reliving these previous adventures. And if you're new to Travels with Clarity, we hope you enjoy this peek into some of our history and backstory. Leave us a comment and let us know if you enjoy this flashback video.
The pain of spending nearly an entire year without Clarity to travel in was coming to an end. We had hoped to get on the road for our first shakeout tour for my birthday at the end of March. The date was fast approaching amid sloppy snowstorms and chilly temperatures. The pressure was building. We had begun planning an exciting trip and were delighted when my big brother Mark made plans to join us for his first adventure away from the security of the University of Washington, where he had a bilateral lung transplant in January of 2019. I don't think he had any idea how monumental this journey was going to be.
How do you feel about being in Colorado?
It's hard to breathe.
He finally arrived in Durango with his wife Anka and their 2 dogs Sherlock and Mellow. After a cacophony of last-minute van building and packing, and dinner parties with their niece Linnea, her husband Ryan, her mom Carrie, and Christina's mom Marilyn, we had Clarity 2 as ready as she was going to be. Ready or not, we were heading out.
So we're on the road. This is so amazing. We did so well getting packed up, better than we ever have. We not only didn't get on each other's nerves, but we actually enjoyed the process. And it was quite a challenge figuring out the new places where everything lives in the van, and we still have a long way to go. I've got about 90% of the van done. Oops, didn't close the drawer.
No, I did close it.
Thank you for leaving us a comment. Even if it's a silly emoji, it really helps us out.
Look at Christina driving. She's really comfortable driving this van, which is really sweet for me.
It is. It's so comfortable. I really enjoy driving it. It's only been 10 minutes.
And we discovered that Matt had a brain fart when building the van and didn't put latches on the bottom 2 shelves in here. That's why that drawer keeps coming open. I'm gonna have to fix that when we get back home.
He kept blaming me for not getting them latched, but there was no latch to latch them.
That's right. It was not your fault. It was not your fault. It was not your fault. I don't know if any of you watch SB Delos, but right now driving this in this wind feels like we're sailing.
Beating up
Only
wind.
it's beating up wind. It's really intense. Oh my God, is it windy out there? It must be 50 miles an hour coming off the lake here. And we couldn't tell at our campsite last night. It was nice. We had the windows open. It was a little breezy, nice fresh air. 56 degrees was the coldest. and we came out here to the lake, and it is literally 50-mile-an-hour winds that we're gonna drive through for 7 hours today. Crazy drive, but it's awesome to be out.
The crosswinds were brutal as we made our way to little brother Kurt's house near Fort Worth, with promises of long overdue family fun and an epic eclipse adventure.
This is dust.
This is crazy.
I was remiss in my filming, wanting to focus my attention on spending time with them all. Mark and
Look
Anka,
at that.
my brother Kurt, his wife Sean, and their 2 sons, Nick and Nathan, were all there. The addition of Nick and Nathan's friend Aaron added the perfect sparkle. With cloudy forecasts looming, the tech-savvy boys were using all the tools at their disposal to get us to the best possible viewing spot of totality. After planning a 4-hour drive, the last-minute change to a 2.5-hour location seemed a breeze. I suspect Nick may have told us we were driving 4 hours just to get us going early. The location we ended up in was perfect.
Packages here. What did they say?
I know. We get packages that go, now what did I order?
Oh, this is my razor.
I know, me too.
So I got chocolate sitting out on the
You got chocolate?
Yeah. I'm gonna bring it to you.
Well, it might be about to blossom.
And they're going to the 20.
Yeah, the stars are out.
There goes the diving Oh my God, this is astounding.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Look at the cloud right over it.
Jeez, look at that light here, man.
No kidding.
Still got less than a minute.
Oh, here it's getting brighter. Oh, honey. Oh, you have the filter to put back on, right? Because you got a minute, and then you got to walk.
That is incredible.
So will it give us a cue when we have to put the filters back on? Okay.
Oh, look at that solar flare. Oh my God.
Whoa.
20 seconds.
Get ready for the diamonds. Get your glasses out. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Here it goes. Put your glasses on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I can't see it with glasses.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
That's incredible. So now you aura. Plus 10 seconds.
All right, do we put our glasses back on?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. What a way to kick off the shakeout tour.
That is for sure. That was so spectacular. I have to tell you that at the end, it just went black at the end because we were really concerned. This is the first time I've used my camera, my new camera, and I've never filmed an eclipse before. I've never seen an eclipse before. And we were told that you have to use a filter except during the full totality because it'll burn out the sensor. So as soon as the diamond started to come out at the end of the eclipse, I put the filter back on and it totally went black. So that's why it ends where it does. So we'll see how many more things Matt forgot about. Matt forgot to do when he was building the van and how many things need to be fixed.
And we'll see you down the road.